Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you have not seen all my videos that I posted previously, make sure you go back and watch after you finish watching this one, and then hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to that button so that you can get all my videos every time I upload. So that bell is just so you'll be notified. Alright guys, again, welcome to my channel. Today's video is about, if you can't tell by the title, it's about traveling with a toddler, okay? I have had to travel, and these are long, like car ride travels, not like traveling on a plane, because I haven't done that yet. That'll be coming up, but I have not traveled on a plane with her. So these are like long car ride travels. And for me, driving 2 hours is a long car ride, okay? So that's what this video is going to be about today, traveling with a toddler. So I have some tips that I want to share with you guys to make sure that your baby's comfortable, that you're comfortable, and the ride is just not like you like, okay, just forget it. We're just going to turn this car around. I ain't got time. You know, you got to be able to keep your sanity intact, and you don't want your baby screaming the whole way there. So I have some tips for you guys today, and I wrote them down. So if you see me looking down at my phone, it's because I wrote them down. Like, I want to make sure that I get them all out because I forget things, okay? That's just life. I forget things. So first tip that I have is to prepare some snacks, okay? Prepare snacks before you get on the road, all right? You don't want to be stopping to get snacks. If you are a new mom, if you are a mom just in general, or if you're getting ready to become a mom, you know how frustrating and how much you really got to think about, do I really want to stop if I have a baby, if I have the baby in the car with me? So even just for me going to go get gas, or you know, if we're on the way back home from somewhere, or if we're on the way out somewhere and I'm like, oh, I need to get some gas, or I want to stop and get this, or bloody this and that, whatever, I really have to think about how much do I really need this? Because I really don't want to stop. Like, if I have to, like, when you stop with a child in the car, you got to take the baby out the car, depending on how old the baby is. You got to take out the whole car seat. That's a whole thing, like, to carry that big old car seat into the gas station just so you can pay for the gas. I started going inside to pay for my gas because there have been a lot of scammers in my area, and so I just don't got time to be getting scammed. My car, I don't job having my info, none of that. So I now go inside the gas station to pay for my gas. So I ain't got time to take her out the car seat, unbuckle her, take her out the car seat, go inside the store, come back out, put her back in the car seat, then pump the gas. Because you don't want to be pumping gas with a baby in your hands. I mean, like, who does that? You don't want to do that. So it's just too much. It's just so much. It just, everything is just seems so much when you have a baby. Just the smallest things, you know, running into the store. You can't just run into anywhere now. Now you have to do all this other stuff. So be sure to prepare your snacks before you get on the road, because you don't want to have to stop and pick up stuff, okay? Because it takes too much time. And you want to make sure that you prepare snacks before you go, because you already got the snacks that your kid likes at home, instead of having to stop somewhere to try to find like whatever they have that the kid might eat or might not eat. Who knows? So make sure you prepare the snacks. Go ahead and prepare them already at home. Get your little Ziploc bags or whatever. That's the easiest thing to do. Or the dry snack cups. They have those at Walmart. They have them at Rose's. They got them probably at Family Dollar. They might have them at the Dollar Tree. Like, they have those things all over the place now. So prepare the snacks at home. That's juice, milk, all of that kind of stuff, you know. Even get a cooler for to keep their milk or water or whatever. Maybe not for water. Water you can do warm temperature, but for their juice and their milk, you might want to get a cooler just to keep that cool, or a lunchbox that has the insulation inside. So that's my number one tip, is to make sure you got snacks, okay? Make sure you got snacks. Not just for the kid, but make sure you got snacks for yourself too, but definitely for the baby. Tip number 2, entertainment. you need to make sure that kid is entertained in some kind of way, okay? Whether that is you are playing every song from the Moana soundtrack, which that's how we ride in the car sometimes, just so she's not crying and annoyed that she's in this car seat and has to be in here for however long. Or, you know, I'll play an episode of Sesame Street, or one of her favorite YouTube shows right now is Akili and Me. So I'll play an episode of that. You know, they do a lot of singing, any kind of like singing show she really likes. So I'll play just from YouTube. I'll play something that she likes. So, you know, make sure the baby's entertained. My third tip, which goes along with that, is to bring new toys. That is also will keep them entertained as well. But you want to pack like new toys if you have new toys. Now, the way that I started like doing her toys is for maybe like 2 months, I'll have out just a couple of toys. And like she's played with all the toys that she has by now. She's played with them all at some point. But what I do now is I cycle them in and out. Okay, so she'll get like these 4 toys or whatever for like 2 months. And once I realize that she ain't been over there in 5 days, I'll cycle those out. I'll take those out and put some more toys in. And then she'll play with those. And, you know, so if you're doing something like that, you don't have to have brand new toys. But the reason I say new toys is because kids seem to be or tend to be very interested in very new shiny things, like very new toys. So if you have newer toys that you just bought, or if you just picked up something because you knew you was going to take a trip soon, then pack that with you because that'll keep them entertained. So tip number 4, nap time. Okay, so for me, when I travel, I like to travel during the daytime because I can't really see that well at night, so I like to travel during the daytime. So yeah, so I like to travel during the daytime. I mean, I can see at night, but like I just don't like to drive at night because I have to strain my eyes too much to see at night. So I travel during the daytime, and I try to travel when we leave the house, maybe like an hour before her nap time. So if the ride is 3 hours, I'll travel maybe like an hour before nap time. So that gives us an hour time where you know, she's okay. We just got in the car, she's chilling, she's fine. You know, she might have some snacks. I might play a couple songs that she likes or whatever. And then even if I go back to listening to a podcast or playing some music that I enjoy and whatnot, she's still fine. Because it's getting ready to be nap time anyway. So she's starting to get sleepy. And so then she might sleep for like another hour. She might sleep for an hour, hour and a half. Which leaves us maybe an hour or 30 minutes left of the ride, depending on if you have just a 3-hour ride. But that's the furthest distance that we've ever traveled anyway, is almost 3 hours. So it's been like 2 hours and 45 minutes. So she will sleep over half of that time. So she's only up for maybe about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, depending on how long or short her nap was. So, you know, I like to travel during the day because I like to travel close to her nap time. Now, for those of you who like to travel at night, it's actually better to travel at night because those are sleeping hours. So if you leave at the house, you know, whenever the time is that you normally put your baby to bed, or maybe an hour or 45 minutes before you get ready to go to bed, then that will actually be a lot better for you to travel at night because your kid will be asleep pretty much for most of the ride. I have traveled at night, and that for me has been very true. She stayed up maybe an hour, the first hour of the ride, and then she slept all the way back for the rest of the ride. So she slept 2 hours back, and you know, by the time we got home, like it was late, so she just stayed asleep because, you know, those are regular sleeping hours anyway. So I would say definitely try traveling at night, or if you're gonna travel in the daytime, travel like right before nap time. I wouldn't say travel after nap time, because if you're gonna be in the car for a long time after you've had a nap, like I know for me, like I just want to get up and I want to stretch, I want to move. Like after I take a nap, I don't want to be confined to one space. And being in a car seat, could you imagine being in a car seat after after you've taken a nap. I think that's probably torturous. Probably torturous. All right, let me figure it out because I done lost my numbers. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Tip number 6 is potty breaks. Okay. Make sure that you are prepared to take potty breaks. I know as adults that we like, okay, I can hold it for X amount of time or whatever, but when you got little people in the car, you gotta stop. You got to stop. One thing that I have seen going around lately, though, circling around through social media, is people are putting potties, baby potties in their car, either in the trunk of their car, or if they have like a van or whatever, then they'll put it in, or a truck or whatnot, they'll put it in on the floor. And so that's actually a pretty good idea. So what they do is they line the inside of the potty with like a pull-up or diaper or something like that, so that whenever the baby uses the bathroom, or the toddler or whatever uses the bathroom in the potty, there's not like splashing and all this other foolery. Like, it's not like super messy or whatever. Like, they're literally just peeing or pooping right into the diaper. So that way, all you gotta do is easily roll it up, throw it away. So I think that's actually a brilliant idea. I don't know who came up with that, but that's a great idea, to have an actual potty inside of the car. So it's pretty much, I mean, it's a porta potty. That's pretty much what it is. So you could really just get one, buy one for just the car. And those things are not expensive at all, those little baby potties or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that you can find some on Facebook Marketplace, because people are always giving away or selling their used or gently used baby items or whatever for super cheap. So I'd say that. But if that's not something that you can do, for me, I have just like a regular size car, so I'm not really sure if that will work for me, but I mean, I guess I could keep it in the trunk, maybe. I don't know, could keep it in the trunk. But if that's just not something that you want to do or whatever, just be prepared to stop and take potty breaks. So if you might want to go ahead and schedule those into your trip. Go ahead and look at your GPS and figure out like what places will you stop at, so that you can take potty breaks. Because one thing that you would hate to do is be like stuck in traffic and then somebody has to pee, or somebody got to poop. Like, no. That's gonna be messy. So schedule those potty breaks into the trip, so you know, I'm gonna stop here. Everybody need to get out, go pee, go poop, whatever you do. This is the time. Okay, we're gonna be here for 10 minutes. Everybody go do their thing, and then we rolling out after that. So make sure you schedule those potty breaks in there. And my last tip, 7th and final tip, is comfortable clothing for everyone. Definitely make sure your toddler is wearing comfortable clothes. You don't want to have them in a frou-frou dress. You don't want to have, them in like little tiny shorts or whatever. I don't know. But you want to make sure that they are comfortable. Like, I like to dress in leggings and sweatpants and things like that. Like, as you can see today, it's my comfortable wear day. It's like April right now. Today's April 2nd. And guess what? It snowed today, y'all. It legit snowed for like 2.5 hours. I'm talking about like good snow too. It didn't stick. It was sticking at the time when it was snowing, but it's not, sticking anymore. So you can't like go outside and see the snow. I can't like show y'all snow because it's gone. But anyhow, like, this is what I would wear on a trip. Something like this. Some leggings. You want to dress your babies the same way, okay? Sweatpants, leggings, comfortable shoes. Actually, probably no shoes. I mean, they're in the car, you're in the car. You can have them wear no shoes or whatever, but make sure they're dressed comfortably, because if you have to take a long ride, there's nothing more uncomfortable than having on some uncomfortable jeans, uncomfortable shirt, or whatever it is that you're wearing to be uncomfortable when you gotta ride in a car for a long time. And to a toddler, riding in the car for an hour is probably like days to them. Like that probably feels like a long ride. So make sure you dress them comfortably. Make sure you dress yourself comfortably. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Those are my 7 tips for traveling with a baby or toddler or kids of any age, honestly. Yeah, those are my tips. If you guys have any other tips that you would like to add, please leave those in the comments below. Any tips that you like to add. And also, I just want to ask you guys this question. When did you start potty training your child, your toddler? Like at what age? Because my daughter is 16 months and I haven't even thought about potty training her, but her dad just came to me yesterday saying, you know, do you think we should start potty training her? Because I was like, well, what? He was like, yeah, like a couple people, he said maybe like 4 people have mentioned it to him that we might should start potty training her. I'm like, but she's only 16 months. Like she literally is just like over the hump of turning 1 year old. I mean, I don't have any issue with potty training her now, but I just didn't think of that. Like that just didn't cross my mind to start potty training her at 16 months. So leave that down below. At what age did you start potty training your child? Because I'm just very curious as to the age frames or whatever people start to do that, because I don't know. This is my first child, and at our last doctor's appointment, the doctor didn't mention anything about it, which I don't know if they actually would or wouldn't, but I don't know. So anyhow, just leave that below. But anyhow, guys, thank you again for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Subscribe.